Yo, how's it going? Dylan of the Urcast bringing you a little bit of a solo video. And in today's solo video, I'm going to be talking about March of the Machines. Not the set, but the storyline. And what I gotta say is just something a little bit short. This is going to be a quick video. But with March of the Machines, we got 10 main stories, not including the 2 Aftermath stories. And then we got 7 side stories. And you know what? The story still wasn't long enough. The invasion of the multiverse should have been a huge spectacle that at least had another set worth of material. Or if they only wanted to put it into one set, it should not have been online story articles. It should have been novels. And I know people are very mixed when it comes to novels for Magic the Gathering because War of the Spark, both of those books were not very good. And the Ikoria and the Throne of Eldraine stories, I feel I've heard a lot of mixed reviews about those. I quite enjoyed both of those. I would have gladly taken the risk for a larger book for a better story because there just was not enough time to tell all of the stories that should have been within this. And speaking of stories that should have been in March of the Machines, I've got 2 things that I wish that we had seen. One, a confrontation between Nahiri and Soren. So Nahiri is Soren's biggest mistake. I say that with all the mistakes Soren has made, and the reason why I say that is because if Soren had not been so, I guess the word I want to use is arrogant about Nahiri saying, "Why did you not come to Zendikar when I sent the signal for help?" Soren was like, "Oh, well, I put protections around Innistrad that must have absorbed the message, so I never got it. Oh well, big whoops, my bad." And he just did not care that the Eldrazi were almost freed on Zendikar and they could have destroyed the plane. So Nahiri gets mad and she tries to attack Soren, which gets her locked inside the Hell Vault, which makes her do all this terrible stuff, but it also makes her lose trust in people. And if Nahiri actually trusted people to get the job done, then maybe she would have taken Malira's advice on getting cured when she got infected with Phyresis, and yeah, she would have been out of the invasion team trying to take down New Phyrexia. However, she would not have become completed, which means she would not have attacked Zendikar, which would have been a bonus, but she doesn't trust people to get stuff done because Soren kind of screwed her over on trusting other planeswalkers. And I would have liked to see them have their final confrontation. Soren seeing his once pupil, now corrupted by Phyrexia, and having to make the ultimate choice to finally take her down, ending their feud on a bittersweet note. The other thing I would have liked to see is Garruk Wildspeaker. Seriously, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, why have we not seen Garruk in a while? He's a cool planeswalker. He's finally cured of the Curse of the Chained Veil, and now he's just not doing anything. And this would have been the perfect time to bring him back for 2 very good reasons. One, Garruk was a hunter who used to hunt planeswalkers while he was corrupted. He would have been a great asset to the invasion force because he would have been very good at fighting the corrupted planeswalkers, and with all of his skill as a hunter and things like that, he probably would have been able to do great things on New Phyrexia with protecting them, fighting against the Phyrexians and all that. And he probably would have got the job done because he was once corrupted by the Curse of the Chain Veil, and he probably wants to redeem himself, so he probably would have fought the hardest to stop the invasion tree. Also, we could have got his home plane. Battles are a new card type that showed the invasion of a plane, and then they had a flip side that was either a creature or something else. You know, we had the one that was a Teferi Planeswalker, and we could have done that with Garruk, have invasion of whatever his home plane is, with Garruk being the flip side. I bet you people would have loved that because people like Garruk. He's a cool planeswalker and he's got a great story that still needs to be told. And this would have been a great way to hint at him being in a future set. And I know what you're thinking. Well, March of the Machines Aftermath, planeswalkers have lost their sparks. There's not planeswalkers anymore. But that's not entirely true because we have these 2 Aftermath stories that let us know that Chandra and Ajani still have their sparks. Yes, Nahiri and Nissa lost their sparks, and some of the cards that were spoiled in the March of the Machine Aftermath set, they've lost their sparks. But Chandra and Ajani were said to still have their sparks, which means there are still planeswalkers out there, which means that there's a good chance that Garrick is still out there planeswalking, which means we could finally get Garrick to let us see his home plane and see him get a brand new storyline, because Garrick's a cool planeswalker. I'd like to see more of him. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Sorry about this rant. And to my co-host, sorry for not inviting you to this one, and next time, let's have a quick little discussion together. But until the next time, catch you on the flip side.